Slowbeef, I was thinking lately. We've been doing RP, these videos, for quite some time now, and it feels like we're just on this inevitable march to death.
You mean, like, of the channel and its popularity? Because I think we're there
already.
No.
No. I'm talking our mortality.
No, I'm not worried about that.
Our time on this earth is short. You're a dad now. You're going to be a granddad before you know it.
Oh.
But what if that didn't have to be the case?
I'm sorry?
What if you could live forever?
I'm intrigued.
I'm talking about the most ambitious fundraising project yet.
Oh, it's a crowdfunding thing. I'm less intrigued. It's a nice little pencil sketch logo.
Hi, my name is Zultan Istvan, and I'm the 2016 U.S. presidential candidate of the
Stop hitting scale.
Party. And I am going to be driving a 40-foot coffin bus across America, promoting transhumanism and life extension. It's something that's going to work.
Not across the whole U.S.
It's going to wake up America and get people thinking that perhaps we don't have to die. Perhaps
that's what I would think with a coffin bus, yeah.
To overcome our biological mortality. The immortality bus is
going to hit the overhang.
Traverse the United States.
It's wild, yeah.
Hopefully getting people to think about using science and technology to overcome aging, to overcome death, and to embrace transhumanism. We're going to have campaign drones. We're going to have a robot. We're going to have virtual reality gear on board. We're going to hopefully have a biohacking lab on board. I mean, it's going to be crazy fun stuff.
Defying death is crazy fun.
Wait, how are on the coffin bus?
And let's hope this 40-foot coffin bus can turn into a big success.
Well, how could it not?
Get people thinking about how we can use science and technology better in our lives.
Well, he just earned my vote.
Vote, you say?
He's a presidential candidate, didn't you? I can understand missing that with all the other stuff that was being said.
Let me just see if I got this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So this guy is promoting science to fight against death and anti-aging, which okay.
And what better to symbolize that fight than an enormous coffin?
That he's gonna ride in while he runs for president.
Yeah.
With a robot and drones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have to imagine this is a pretty failed IndieGoGo then, I mean.
Well, about that.
Holy shit!
This idea caught on so much it has raised 101% of its funds.
I'm a little...
I didn't know immortality had a pretty low price tag, to be honest.
I like his campaign is... the American flag with H+, which, by the way, is the logo for transhumanism. Mm-hmm. Because it's like humans plus, because they're immortal and stuff.
Watch out, Trump and Hillary.
Are you serious? I mean, I know he's more than a single-issue candidate, you know, because among his many achievements listed here, for what it's worth, he's been involved in extreme adventures his entire life, and is the inventor of volcano boarding.
So, isn't it a little bit contrary to the idea of living forever when you put yourself in situations such as that?
I don't understand the immortality bus. I'm looking down here, right?
Yeah.
And once funded, creating a coffin bus won't be too difficult.
Yeah, it's just going to be a giant mode of transportation made out of wood.
He has a long history with projects like the Immortality Bus. Besides spending years cruising the oceans, he's also owned a bus before. I mean, I can think of no one more qualified to be president than a prior bus owner.
Why not just paint over your current bus? Does the coffin motif absolutely a deal breaker if that doesn't happen?
I don't understand, though, if you see that driving, if you would want to say, you know what, I want to vote for that person.
I'd like to get their pamphlet and learn more about their thoughts on the issues.
I'm not quite sold on this presidential candidate. If only they had a biohacking lab on board their coffin. Pledge goals look kind of like the usual stuff, you know, thanks, t-shirt, sticker, all that
Gratitude, shirts, yeah.
I just want to note for $50 you get a copy of his novel, right? And most of this paragraph actually is just patting himself on the back for having written a novel, and then this sentence out of just fucking nowhere: expect a film deal soon. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with the goal or. And he's just kind of going, by the way, I'm getting a movie. in addition to my robot.
BT dubs. Also, we'll thank you on social media.
Did you see the breakdown of where the 25,000 will go?
I did not.
It's a bullet list right above the coffin.
Yes. Why does one side of the coffin bus not have windows?
No, I think that's a good question, actually. Maybe you can open them. So, approximately 15 grand will be going toward. I thought that said burying the bus, which would be appropriate. It's making it look like
You're gonna have a shitty drive.
$5 grand will go toward a robot.
Slow beef, please. His name is Jethro Knights.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. $5 grand goes toward Jethro, drones, VR tech, etc. So this is a cheap fucking robot.
They're made out of wood like the coffin, and they are not robots.
Also, the word interactive can mean so many things.
Think puppetry, if you will.
Or one of those clowns you knock over and come back up. For the
So as much money will go towards this technology as will go towards gasoline, food, maintenance, and various other travel expenses.
Robot or gas. Either way, $5 grand stretches, whatever.
Well, the robots will pump the gas for us because they're interactive.
I like to, then at the bottom, by the way, $25,000 isn't enough for the bus volunteers. They're going to have to chip in too. Mm-hmm. I mean, at least, he's upfront about it.
This is a humanitarian mission. You should, volunteer to want to live forever.
This is pretty, where are we going? Asks our coffin president. Everywhere in the United States.
I saw a very linear line on the map in the video.
I saw a linear.
You basically go through Middle America up to New York. That's not everywhere.
I saw a map where Las Vegas was somehow in the dead center of the United States, and then it branched off 3 ways in a way that a bus can't. Also, so there's universities that want them to visit, journalists that want them to cover us, etc.
I don't know if I believe that though.
And longevity celebrities that plan to ride with us.
Oh.
What is a longevity?
Stretch Armstrong, perhaps?
We have parties planned in Los Angeles, parentheses, with an invite from a Kennedy.
Oh, a Kennedy.
Like who? Ralphie Kennedy, my friend who owns a bar. Like what? Oh God, a rally in Portland with a conspiracy radio show. No, because nothing leads cringe to things like conspiracy radio shows.
Random picture of a graveyard. It's good.
I can't believe, of all the things when it comes to, we're promoting immortality, running for president with a robot and drones on a coffin bus, the immortality part is far and away the most reasonable thing about this funding request.
That's probably how they're able to sell it. After you hear all that stuff, you're like, yeah, immortality, I can get behind that.
Serious.
Seems reasonable.
And if you contribute, you also get our fun perks, like t-shirts, etc. And pictured right under the fun perks is a fucking graveyard.
Right.
I didn't lay out this webpage, but, I have some suggestions.
Fun perks. Hey, if the immortality thing doesn't work out, here's a consolation prize.
There's nothing to rile up a bunch of voters like the cold grave.
This is where they get the passengers for the transhumanist bus. They make the robots from this material.
Media, and why are we using crowdfunding? Why don't you just say, because I don't have fucking money? I mean, that's why.
Because I've exhausted all other avenues.
God almighty.
We can do it with the transhumanist party.
I don't understand. I don't think they understood that the coffin bus really made me less inclined to vote for them. But they made the goal.
Well, I look forward to seeing this bus because this is going to happen now, right?
I look forward to seeing it for the next 5,000 years, as will anyone watching this video.
Yeah, because term limits for presidents will be irrelevant by then, so Mr. Istvan will be president for life, for eternity.
I hope he picks me as a running mate, because I have some good suggestions like, hey, let's maybe back off the robot, at least. Just a little compromise thing.
Or invest more in the robots if you must go that route.
about just a bus? Maybe not a coffin bus. Perhaps just a bus to get us around
The bus
the country.
you've used before, for example.
Your prior ownership, you know. Yeah. Put down the volcano board for a little and let's talk about this campaign.
But did you see the sketch?
I did.
I mean, you can ride it like a convertible, flip the top open awkwardly. Probably not be good for the balance of the vehicle, but you know.
And by the way, can I just go back to the where we're going section too? Another place they're visiting in Detroit. We'll visit factories where robots have taken jobs. Like, all right, let's not get mad at the robots here.
Have taken American jobs.
Oh my God. Well, I guess it's... I don't understand if you're so anti-robot why you'd have one. But
so, I thought he was pro-robot, though.
Pro his robot. Oh. Let's see where this is going. Yeah. Well, I'm sold.